said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense will come out first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward, get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gets the back moving. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires one high and deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Grab behind the line, it's Sims. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Surging forward on the sneak. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Snap it to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the 16-play drive, they're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tigers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They go to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. We make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense changing the play. Now they'll run it to the right here. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And some room to work. Makes a man miss. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Wants to throw again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Sims. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Sims. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Sims. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. got it again. Turning it on. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here's the handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Gets it out fast.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And the Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He'll start this drive firing. He's moving out of the pocket. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Hold on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Complete to start this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Sims. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 17 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Missouri wants to go fast.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Here on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Stoneburner. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They're setting up the screen. There we go. Got enough space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Tigers are rolling down the field. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Right on the money. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Creates a little room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got his man across the middle. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Off play action. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. some space downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 31 over Kentucky. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside kid. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Duke. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
So now it's second and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with third and 4. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on third down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sims. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. The screen, and watch out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. And this will be caught. Touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
Wow, unbelievable. This is crazy.
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best 2-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
Trying to power it in. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
And you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got his man downfield. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sims. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.